The Gecko is already just a truly amazing platform to begin with. This is the Gecko from Adrian, and with some upgraded parts from Germany, this thing has become just legendary. In here we have some parts from Fettsworst. You can purchase these parts off of Rainbow Owl's website. The barrel and the milled out plunger were sent to me for free, so full disclaimer. I can tell you now, truly beautiful craftsmanship on these. They are milled out, so it's like machine precision milling, and oh man, it just, you can't beat parts like that. 3D printed parts are cool and all, but when it really comes down to it, having milled aluminum or just milled out parts are just hands down the best thing ever for Nerf blasters. So in this video, I'm going to talk about this build. This is a zombie strike Gecko that I've built out to use in a zombie strike type of situation. So we have FPS up to 130. It actually goes over 130, which is perfect for an HVZ, especially because in here we have a scar barrel. So not only is it pretty high powered FPS, but it's also super accurate. So we're gonna take this thing outside, we're gonna get some chronograph readings, we're gonna check out its accuracy, and then we're gonna give our overall final impression. So let's jump right into this video. Ever since the Gecko came out, I've just been totally in love with this blaster. Part of it too is it's straight up out of the cyberpunk world, which if anyone watches this channel knows, I'm a huge fan of cyberpunk. For those of you who don't know, this is a blaster that is built to look like the Lizzie, which is a gun in cyberpunk. It's actually the gun of a character named Lizzie, and this is her primary gun that she uses. In the game, it's purple and black, and it has a really cool sticker on it. I was actually thinking about doing this as a cosplay piece and making it as the actual Lizzie's gun in cyberpunk, but I was having trouble with the sticker. I think there's probably a sticker I could probably get if I really wanted to do that. This blaster right here in particular though, I wanted to build it for zombie strike so that I have a zombie strike type of blaster that is going to hit reliably, not too hard. I didn't want to bring it up to 150. Plus Geckos have it's kind of hard to build a Gecko out to shoot super high FPS. So I wanted to keep this thing around 130 or so, 140, because I think that's probably perfect, you know, as like even a primary. I could even just run this as a primary in an HVZ. Now Rainbow Owl sent me a kit with some assortment of parts in it. He sent me a spring spacer, a couple parts from Fettsworst, which I talked about earlier. That is the barrel, which is machined out, has a scar thread inside of it, so it's actually a scar barrel. It has this really sweet break on it. The plunger is completely milled out. I didn't even get a picture of it before I put it in the blaster, so I'll try to find a link to the actual web store so if you'd like to purchase one, but it's just done so well. It's one of those things where I'm like trying not to have an unbiased opinion or impression, but I mean, other than the cost, because I imagine the parts are a little bit spendy, especially if you live in the States and you're trying to have it come in from Germany. I imagine cost is probably an issue, but as far as quality and what you get, like, I'm just completely in awe as to how amazing this setup is. Highly recommend it. If you're a fan of the Gecko, I just can't recommend it enough. So enough talking about it. We're gonna take this outside, do some planking. I'm gonna basically get some chronograph readings off this so I can show you what it's hitting at right now. I had it hitting a little bit hotter, but I brought it down. I took the spring spacer out of here, so just so you know, I don't have that spring spacer. And I'll also put up the actual spring that I put in here. So if I can't find it, I'll at least put it in the description later, because I might have to talk to Rainbow Owl. Yeah, all I know is he sent me a few springs and I basically chose the highest one. I have one in my hand here. It says RMP5, so I want to say the other one was 9. I'm not for certain, but once I get that details, I'll put it in the description just so you can, if you have any questions and want to know exactly what spring's in here. And then also keep in mind there is no spacer. So let's head outside. Let's get some chronograph numbers off the Zombie Strike Gecko. 128, 122, 113, 94, 111, 120, 118, 107, 124, 122. Let's get some chronograph readings off of the Pro darts. 135, 119, 124, 133, 136, 138, 137, 135. Yeah, so pretty consistent. And it appears the Pro darts are actually hotter than the standard Adventure Force short dart. So these mag holders right here, these are obviously slanted angled talons, but these right here are for Chris Vector. So it actually works really well. A local guy in our Nerf group by the name of Chris showed it to me and I was like, that is amazing. So I had to grab some. Then down here I just have just our standard holster, and yeah, it's just a good combo. No need for cups on this demo because this thing is so pinpoint accurate. Check it out. This is at 35 feet. After taking this thing outside, it is quite clear that this thing has some rockin' performance. Hitting upwards of 140 FPS, I know I saw 138. That is just amazing for a sidearm, or even a primary. The shots on this were super accurate, super consistent. You're able to get tags all day at 50 feet with this thing currently. Very precise tags, mind you. I'm a huge fan of this platform. I still am looking to build another one of these in my normal DrFlux colors. But for now, this Zombie Strike 1 will go with my Zombie Strike loadout, and I'm really happy to have this. So in the end, can I recommend the Gecko Upgrade Parts from Rainbow and Fettsworst? I'd say yes. I think if you are looking to take your Gecko to the next level, this is a good place to start. I also want to basically put it out there that I do believe the Gecko is one of the best pistol Nerf blasters in the game right now. I think this thing is just one of the best. I love it, absolutely love it. So much you can do with it. There's so many things being developed for it. I think the other thing that Rainbow has is a mag release that I believe you can use your thumb to release the mag. So that's the next thing I want to look at, because that would be very nice if I could just drop mags. Well, I'm DrFlux. I want to thank you for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, happy foam flinging.